part of the culture because that's important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like the judges know that? Do they think like that?
I don't know. I never really thought about that. They're not supposed to, as far as, they're not supposed to, but I don't know. I think it's some truth to it, though. I think it's some, like, okay, this the guy with the belts. This the guy who doesn't have the belts. It's a close fight. We'll give it to the champ.
Right.
Word.
I don't know, though.
So have you ever thought about what it would be like mentally for you if you took a loss?
No. I know that it's possible. It's we take that chance every time we step in that ring.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think about it. It's because I go in there to win. I go in there with that mindset that I know that when I go in there, I dotted my I's, crossed my T's. I did everything I got to do to win. I leave no stone unturned. And I know that these guys, they don't have that mindset. They don't have that work ethic like me to beat me. So I don't even think about it. All I think about is winning.
That's dope. Shout out to Reyes, G. Reyes. He said, what was it like turning pro at only 17 and fighting grown men in Mexico?
At first, a lot of people were saying, like, this was like before, like, it was so common to go to Mexico. So a lot of people were saying, don't go to Mexico. It's corrupt. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. You're going to get robbed. It's going to be bad decision, whatever. And I just trusted him. I trusted in myself. I had my dad with me right there. We knew that, hey, what's going to be.
Against the world. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready.
And it kind of was like the same thing when I went to Australia when it was to fight for Undisputed and go fight George Kambosos. It was like, it's time. Like, it is what it is. Ain't no turning back. We're going to put up or we're going to shut up. And it's the same thing.
One of the most important things that you were hinting at is the work is done. Mm-hmm. And any fighter knows if you slacked in your camp,
it's going to show.
It's a subconscious thing. It might not even, you could talk yourself up as much as you want. You could be as confident as you want to be. But if you know you slept on yourself, it's in the back of your head. Mm-hmm. And if for 1 second your opponent infiltrates your mental space, that 1 second where you slacked on yourself, it's going to show up. It has the ability to show up and affect you mentally. I believe that's a real thing. So
for sure, and I feel like in my last fight I showed that because in the 10th and the 11th round he came on strong. Yeah. That was his best rounds of the fight. Yeah. But in that 12th round, when it came time to listen, you win this. If I lose that round, it was gonna be a draw. But I won that round. I won the fight. Yeah. And I feel like that's where that extra push, that extra will, that extra reps, that everything, them extra workouts when I didn't want to work out, that extra
5 a.m. runs
when I wanted to sleep and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go work out. That's where that showed. That's where that came in. That's where God was like, you put the work in, and that's where you earned it.
Yeah.
That 12th round when you need this round to win the fight. Right. And we always talk about those moments, but it's rare that you actually have those moments where you need this round. He wanted, he wants it, I want it, but I want it more.
Right.
Man, that's
champion mind state.
Talking to boxers make me want to fight somebody.
I'm hype right now. I can't even tell you.
Let's not go to Poppy Steak.
I did this like 3 times. I'm like,
I gotta present the steak. I'm gonna be mad. I don't eat steak. Fuck, you got the steak out here. Where's the salmon? God damn it. You know what I'm saying? But that's dope. So you were praised early on, and you mentioned about Mayweather, but early on in your career, you're praised by him. What did that feel like?
It felt good, because he's a hero. He's somebody that I looked up, I idolized since a young kid. So it was, it was great to get his, his backing at a young age. And
yeah, that's dope. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's certain moments, right, that everybody has in their lives. If we had, if we get Floyd Mayweather in here with his 17, I saw Floyd Mayweather once at 11. And I was just like, this dude is legitimately shining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there was an extra light around him. It could have been his chains and shit like that, or maybe the camera, or maybe the people with the lights were like, let's put an extra light on him. That's Floyd over there. But he was shining, and I'm like, damn, this shining
That's
ass
the guy.
motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy though, to have that type of love and praise coming up so young, getting into the game at 24 years old. So if because this is again, these are the questions that people want to know, right? That they keep asking me. Yeah. If you had a choice, what's the fight for you?
What do you mean when you say the fight for me? Like as far as what?
Who's him? Who's the one that you want to go out?
The biggest fight would be me and Tank. That's the biggest fight. Yeah. Obviously, that would be the one. Yeah.
But now, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be wrong, but there was a sparring session.
Yeah.
What happened? Could we talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was so long ago that it's
different now.
Yeah, it's different. We grown, and it's just time for us to do it again.
Right. He's so humble.
Listen, things change, man.
But we do it again. We do it again for the belts, for all the money, and when it really counts.
When I used to be training in the gym in Buffalo, just regular training, weight training and shit, there was a dude in there that he's got all his kids in boxing. He was a boxer, and he had sent me a message when I had posted up the picture of Devin Haney. He's like, you gonna have Haney up there? He's like, I want to know what happened because I know he whooped Davis.
Yeah, well, he knows right.
That's what's up, though. Because that's another fighter that you look at. You got all these fighters up there. And I'm sure, like, that competitive side of you, you're always looking at these people like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, I don't feel like you're somebody that shies away from any of that. And it seems like that's what's coming into the sport now.
I want to fight the best fighters in the world. I want to prove myself. I want to continue to keep proving myself. And because I know that I'm the best. I know I'm better than these guys. So
that's what you have to do.
They can say what they want to say. I'm not ducking or dodging nobody. I've shown that. Anybody that I called out, they wanted to fight, I fought them. Right. And I'm going to keep doing it, keep proving myself.
Let's go.
So your dream scenario you're fighting next, what do you feel like that should be?
Wait, say that again?
Your dream scenario of your next fight.
Like what you mean?
Who is it?
You say dream.
Yeah.
Who is it?
And what weight?
Like I said, what you got to see, it got to make sense. My dream scenario is just the right situation.
Yeah.
For me, in my career.
I like that you said, for the time being, I want to enjoy what I'm doing and what I've been doing. That's so fluffing important.
Yeah.
It really is.
Did you say fluffing?
I'm trying to curve the usage of the curse
I'm so
word.
disappointed in that. I'm not gonna lie. That's something we're gonna talk about for weeks. This guy said fluffing on the. We never edited shit, but please edit that out.
Edit the censors.
He said fluffing. The fuck is fluffing?
No, but my point is, man, it's important to enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it.
Yeah.
You sacrifice a lot to be the greatest.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I put my all into this. I've been doing it since I was 7, 8 years old, and I missed out on a lot to be in this position that I am here.
Right.
Of course, I'm not gonna let up, but I definitely want to enjoy these moments, and because I worked hard to be here.
You deserve it. Absolutely. Obviously, you want to stay focused. You got to stay disciplined. That comes just with what you got going on, but you got to enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's why it's interesting, and it makes so much sense when you say, I like to travel, I like the food, I like clothes. By all means.
You can tell he really likes food when he says foodie.
I'm a foodie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when people say foodie and they use that terminology, they genuinely
I'm serious
like food.
about this. Yeah.
So do you eat whatever the hell you want?
Yeah.
Whatever the fluff you want?
Yeah. I mean, when
it took 5 minutes.
When I'm not training, I like to eat. But I got a chef. I got one of the best chefs in the world. And when it's time to cut it off, then I cut it off. But a lot of people, they see me and they say, "Oh, he gets so big. How does he get that big? How does he when he's not training?" They don't know. I've been when I was 11, 12 years old, I was on a diet. I swear I was on a diet. I couldn't eat what I wanted to.
Yeah,
that's Pops though.
No, I mean, of course, it was my dad because he was there, but it was really just me being disciplined at that age. I knew what I wanted to do. I set out to do this, so I wanted to be the best at it. So I was a young kid on a diet, So Now it's like,
Now.
it's like, after a big fight, after, starving and, sacrificing to make weight and, doing everything right, I deserve to be able to eat and, enjoy myself. If that's what y'all saying, I'm not getting into no trouble. I'm not harming nobody. I'm not doing nothing. Right. If it take for me to go eat some food,
splurge a little,
listen.
You got a real LeBron James-esque route in your career. There is no controversy behind it.
Yeah,
I think everybody
thank
loves
God for that.
Yeah.
I thank God for that. I'm able to, stay out of trouble, keep the right people around me, keep the right friends, and
protect your bags.
What is the
at the airport? I'm saying
what is the post fight meal looking like though? Is it cookies? Is it donuts? Is it pizzas?
Man, it's
depends on the city.
It's everything. Yeah, it's everything. Whatever I can get my hands on. I like to have some pizza after the fight, just because as a young kid, my dad used to always reward me with pizza.
Yeah.
So I try to just keep it that, just to keep myself humble and just remember them times of when I was win a tournament and eat some pizza.
And it's handheld.
Yeah,
you could deliver it. It's pretty consistent.
It's just
city.
That
makes
just
sense.
Pizza
party.
Even though I got a lot of money now, I'm able to afford whatever I want. I can go buy me a pizza place. I could go buy some stock inside of one of these pizza joints.
Haney's Pizza got a ring to it, man.
I'm still ordering pizza.
He said slices by Haney.
Slices by Haney.
Now you got slices by Haney and fluff that we got to talk about.
Slices by Haney is fire. He'll catch up. He'll catch up. But it's real, and you got the gloves in the showroom and the whole thing, and it's gonna make sense.
Now that's dope.
You're gonna be doing the next podcast at Slices by Haney.
Come on.
That shit will be dope.